start with HB. Remember, if you have a question, start with James.
Hey, Harrison, I know it's early and I know that it's a back-to-back, but this is the fourth straight game you guys have given up over 124 points. Do you have any answers for what's going on the defensive end?
Right now, we're just beating ourselves. I mean, credit to the teams that we played and their ability to score. But when you look at the tape, when we look at what's going on the floor, we're putting ourselves at a deficit on multiple possessions, multiple runs. That's putting us into big deficits in the game. So a lot of that is stuff that we can control, but we haven't done a good job right now addressing that.
Sean Cunningham.
Harrison, have you seen a lot of similarities even when things were clicking for you guys and you guys had kind of the record the way it was in that first week? Were things completely different, or do you see a lot of the similar patterns from you guys defensively?
No, I mean, I think at the end of the day, how we play each team, we have to have that consistency with our communication. Every single night's gonna be a different matchup, but for us, there's certain things that we can control, and we were doing a better job of that, I would say, at the start of the season. But as last few games, we just haven't been on point with them.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Harrison, how much would you say is the effort versus the communication versus the scheming and trying to make adjustments and really learning what your plan is from game to game? What's the outweighing factor?
Effort is going to be the biggest priority, and I don't know if it's necessarily effort or a sense of urgency. I think that's the biggest thing. And the second thing after that is communication. If you're not acting with the sense of aggression and then we're not communicating, then we're lost. Then that's where missed coverages happen. Guys are rolling down the lane. We're committing three to the ball, things like that. So I think it starts with the sense of urgency, one, and then our communication on the defensive end.
Jason Jones.
Hey, Harrison, just given the way these last couple of games have gone defensively, what else can happen to get that sense of urgency into you guys? Because you would think giving up 144 last night would do it, then to come out and give up this many points, in the second game of a back-to-back.
Yeah, I mean, it's on us to correct that. You look at the Pacers on Monday, and then we have these guys again on Wednesday. Two extremely good offensive teams, two teams in which, if we continue to have the miscommunications and the lack of sense of urgency that we've had, we're gonna get our heads beat in. So, I think this any loss never sits well with this group, but I don't think anyone in there is not embarrassed, and we have to fix that come Monday.
Tony Harvey.
Yes, Harrison, which we all know, these back-to-backs are really tough in this league. No discredit, to the Kings, the effort was there, the first few times of the first few games. But what can be done? Is it something that the other team seeing what you guys are doing on defense and they're attacking those situations? Are you seeing that, or what else is going on out there that you see?
Presence on the ball, that's first and foremost. I mean, for a team to break us down defensively, it starts with our presentation on the ball, having them feel us. Tonight, Portland, to their credit, was able to move their offense freely. We didn't really have the presence to stop them, force them off their routes, make things difficult. So, when you let any team in this league play freely with the talent that they have, they're going to put up points, which they did tonight. And, that's something that we have to improve.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, HB, you guys, you're talking about improving the effort and the communication. These are things that you guys have been talking about for some time. So how do you correct these things when talking about them isn't enough?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do. These are quiet gyms, so communication it can be heard by everybody. We have to continue to drill that, continue to preach that. And there are stretches when we've done it. We've won games doing it. We've had good moments when we do it, but it's a matter of doing it consistently.
All right, last one, Matt George.
Harrison, during the 3-1 start, Coach Walton said the team still had issues that needed to be corrected, but it was that really big effort, the hard work that resulted in those 3 wins. How hard is it to sustain effort like that to start the season over the course of a 72 or 82 game season?
Effort isn't hard to maintain, but our attention to detail has to be better. Teams know how we play. Teams know how to attack us, and as a group, we just have to really focus on the details, focus on the nuances of how we're going to be able to start games off, how we're going to be able to set the tone, how we're going to be able to play our offense and play our defense and make a team beat us, as opposed to us continuing to walk into these games and beat ourselves. So, that's something that we have the ability in that locker room to do. I don't think anybody is feeling like we can't fix this or things are hopeless. And, our focus is to watch the film, get better from it, and to be more prepared come Monday.
Thank you, Harrison.